Hello, my friends. I have attempted to make my space look a little more inviting. I don't know if it works, but I always have a messy desk, and it's usually all marked up with, it is marked up with things because I make art on this desk. It's impossible to keep neat and tidy. But hi, I'm Erin. I'm happy to see you here. If you are new here, welcome, and if you have watched my videos before, then thank you for coming back. I am attempting to get back into posting regularly, and actually more regularly than I ever have before. So we'll see. I have high hopes and I have a plan, and I think I can do it. So today I wanted to share with you a journal that I have finished, even though it's not completely full. I'm calling it done, and I'm fine with that. I don't ever completely finish journals. I can't think of a time I ever have in my life, and I kind of feel okay with that. So I have these two inserts here I'm going to share with you. Within the last month or two, kind of wrap these up. So one of them is a what is it? It's the Midori paper. It's like the cream Midori paper insert. I actually think I've stuck things over that, but it's the cream kind of regular blank insert. And yeah, so let's just get into it. I started this one in August of last year, so about a year ago, almost. And I'll try to remember to tell you where things come from, even though it might be hard to do. But some of these printables came from Tina of, I think it's Love Paper or Life Love Paper. I can never remember. But she had a Patreon. She probably still has a Patreon where she shares these printables. And this is another one of hers. So I don't journal like this every day. This is not something that I do even that regularly. So when I do, you can see that I'm either writing about something that is kind of personal or kind of like feelings based, or I'm trying to recap some of the stuff that has happened in my family. And that's mostly what happens in here. So this is a top 10 list of favorites for the moment. And yeah, I like summarizing things like that. This is another page where I'm writing about being an artist and what I was feeling about that at that time. I did intend to write on this page, but I never did, and I feel like at some point I thought that it looked really nice without any writing. So I left it. And we're already in October. I like to collect little notes or things that I write down on scrap papers. So this was about a zine that I made for Patreon, and this was a list of kind of spooky things that I drew for Patreon. I have a Patreon. I don't know if I've talked about that, but I have printables. So that was a list of things that I drew for that month's printable. In this pocket that was a coffee bag, like a tea bag. It was coffee, steeped coffee. I just made it into a pocket for some things. Another page that wasn't completely finished, but my birthday is in November, so some little things from that. And I got a little package from Get Messy because I designed some things for the welcome packet, so I got those in the mail. stuck all that in here. And then I love to put my kids, mostly my sons, but my daughter's drawings and notes and stuff. Not all of them, obviously, but some of them when they fit in here, and just some random stuff. I had a dream and I journaled about it. There's some mail stuff. Christmas. So I used my Patreon printables and then just wrote about the day. And we're into January. Took the kids to a park. This is from, I got a package from Nico Neko Zakaya. I don't know how you say that really, but they have packing tape that has one of my favorite artists work on it, Aiko Fukawa. I mean, they sell some of her stuff there, and I just love this so much, so I wanted to, I think what I did is I wrote about it, like some things about, as an artist, like what I love about this work and what I would like want to incorporate in my own work, not to copy it, but just to kind of like notice what it is that I love so much. And one thing is that I immediately notice is the colors. I love the colors that she uses. I honestly don't know. I assume Aiko is a woman, but I don't really know. When I said that, I was like, oh, I don't actually know for sure. I don't think there's anything to say about that. Align is my word of the year for 2023, and so I just wrote down some definitions I found about it. I think I had to go to several different dictionaries to find all of these, and I wrote down parts that meant something to me, because align is a word that's used for a lot of different things and not all of them applied. And then this is a picture from a magazine from the 70s or something, but it's like one of my favorite places in the world. Yeah, this is one of those like currently things, and this one is from the same, from Tina of Life, Love Paper, Live Life, Love. I don't know. And yeah, this insert did not actually hold up very well to all that I put in it. So at some point I had to, like, this page completely disconnected and I had to kind of tape it together. So some of it got a little weird, and I think it's probably because I stuck too many things down into the gutter, like taped too many things in. So note to self, don't do that again. But I used to paint a lot of chairs. They mean something to me. They have a symbolic meaning, and I just look at, when I see chairs, you'll see a lot of chairs tucked in and around things. They mean like my artwork to me. I mean, that's not originally what they meant. That's not why I painted them, but now they've become sort of synonymous with my well, my brand, I guess, because my logo has a chair, but just like my art, I don't know, it's my little symbol. Some of my son's drawings, which I thought were really cute. I intended to write more about him finishing kindergarten, but as you can see, I got interrupted and never got back to it. And probably because my kid, one of them, interrupted me. And you can kind of see we're like nearing the end, because I did not write here. I did a currently sort of thing here. This is one of my printables, and this is too from Patreon, but yeah, so it's sort of half finished. And then this is my son got stickers if he had a good day at school. It looked like this, and if he filled up a sheet, he got a prize. And so we had a lot of these sheets, and I just stuck some of the stickers in here instead of throwing them away. This is my daughter's drawing, my son's drawing of a bear. And I think that's it. I mean, I think I kind of stuck some things thinking I would get back to it, but I don't know, there's just a few pages. It's definitely enough. It might bother some people to leave this, but it's just the way I am. I can't finish this. I guess I could cut the paper out and use it for something, but we'll see. I might end up sort of just gluing some stuff in here in the back. So that's that one. And then I also have, this is a Jiyu insert from Baum-Kuchen, and this one's even older. I started it in 2021, and it was meant to be like a gratitude log sort of thing, and I had all this, like all these intentions. I think the thing is I just make too many journals. That's the problem. Not enough time, too many journals and good intentions, and sometimes I just don't follow through with those things. And so I loved how it started out, and then it just sort of became different things. Like, so this was in 2021, and throughout different seasons I used this insert for a variety of things, as you'll see. And I still have a good bit of this notebook left to use, and I don't know at this point if I will use it. I feel like it's been well loved. I do love it. I think it's a beautiful notebook. I just think that sometimes when things are weekly or daily, I don't do well with finishing them, because every week is different, every season is different, and I just don't always come back to things. I don't know. It is undated, so you could just pick it up again right where you left off, which is nice, and which is what I did, but I don't know. I did stop doing this like weekly thing when I started the Traveler's Notebook, like the Traveler's Company Vertical Weekly, which I did in I know that I just gave up on it, so maybe it was just for this year. I try to use my printables. A lot of these things that you see are my artwork that I've done for Patreon. This was from Tina, Life Love Paper. I have a lot of stickers in here from other places, but I think this is my favorite page. This is my favorite page ever. And these are printables from they were on Patreon, but they are going to be in my Etsy shop because they're quite old. They're from 2021. Wait, is that right? No, 2022. I don't think I had Patreon in 2021. That's right, I didn't. I started January of 2022. I was moving out of my Hobonichi A6. Once again, it was one of those things that I just was struggling to keep up with, and I was just gonna start fresh somewhere else, and so I just moved all of the notes that I had from that notebook. I just made I guess an index here, or just straight out wrote the note that I wanted to keep, and that's what this is. And this is I think when I started using this as a commonplace book, so this is just a page of quotes about, I think they're all about being an artist, and this was probably a birthday week. Some ephemera from Happy Mail. I can tell this is from planner season. I got my Sterling Ink Common Planner. This is Our Studio stuff. I got a research notebook. I was just sort of gluing in or taping in some notes from my desk. So like I said, I make a lot of little notes on small papers, and so I just started sticking them in here. That's another quote, got glued down. And then once again, this was pretty recently, June, I tried again to make this like a gratitude log. And I mean, I like it, but it lasted for about a week before I gave up. So that's the end. There's still a good chunk. In fact, I think yeah, so here's the halfway point. So I still have over half of this insert. And so I don't know. I want to use it, but at the same time, I feel like there's all this stuff that I don't know if I want to continue in here. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's there. It's like something that I have. I remember I have it, and if I find I have a need for it, or I'm inspired to try something, then I try it in there. And that's all. It's a lot of pages, and it's I think there's enough in here for every week of the year, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a lot. Okay. That's all I wanted to share with you. I hope that was fun to look at, and I loved having you here. I will be posting again next week. I don't know what yet, but something. So subscribe if you want to get those, updates or whatever. And I will see you soon. Okay, bye-bye.